Hi guys, this is Dave, and it's a Friday night at the end of a very hot day. But I wanted to do this video because there were several people that helped me out by giving their account of a test that I had ran on me. So anyway, long story short, it's about a liver biopsy. So I was very concerned before I went in, and so I watched a few videos and they really put me to ease. And honestly, it was like one of the easiest things I've ever done. It sounds horrible when they tell you, well, we're going to put a long needle through your rib cage and take 2 samples of your liver. Sorry, mosquitoes. Right here's my buddy tonight. If you hear or see something leap here, it's him. But anyway, I guess it was like November of 22. I had some blood work done and my liver enzymes were up. It showed inflammation in my liver, and so the doctor said, well, let's just kind of 3 months take it again. To me, I would go ahead and just go schedule yourself with a GI doctor and get their blood work, their ultrasound, because I wasted a lot of time. Here come 3 months, and then they look at it, oops, even higher. Yep, you need to go. It's so then to a specialist, you know how long they take to get into sometimes. So anyway, they told me to go to a GI doctor, so I did. And of course I knew what he would want, his own blood work, and he ordered an ultrasound, and it showed he kind of diagnosed it fatty liver, which most Americans have, even kids, because, and I'll tell you why. Mine is because of sugar, high sugar intake, soda pop. I'm showing my age by saying soda pop, but I don't want to say the brand, but there's a certain brand I'm in love with, and I drank 5 to 7 a day probably. So anyway, long story short, he did his own blood work on the liver, and it showed I had lupus and some other kind of autoimmune disease attacking my liver. So I was like, wow, okay. And he said, I want to order a liver biopsy. And so I was concerned, I was worried. So I'm Googling, and that's the worst thing you do is Google anything, because you're going to see the worst of things. But so anyway, the nurse kind of told me, they're going to put a needle through your rib cage, maybe in the front, maybe through the back, whatever. And so I was like, oh, that don't sound like fun at all. Especially guys, they don't have a lot done like women do. You know what I mean? And so anyway, so I went in about 6:30 in the morning, and did all the paperwork and all that, and it was in a hospital in Denton, Texas, and they were I think it's called Presbyterian Hospital, and they were so nice. Everybody was so professional and so awesome. And from the probably 30 minutes to do the paperwork, and then at 7 they were all doing everything. You didn't have a minute to even think about it, just getting you all prepped and ready. And so anyway, it will give you something to relax you, and then they will deaden that area. I guess your liver doesn't have any nerve endings, so it doesn't hurt when it does that part. But anyway, they will deaden that area, and it didn't feel any worse than like a shot in your gums when you're like getting teeth work done. So I hate that worse than that. So when he did that, and then right after, man, they get you into the room, get you set up with heart monitors and all that, and then put some music on, and just real jovial people, and just couldn't help from relaxing. And the doctor came in very professional and said, do you have any questions? I said, I didn't want to ask anything, just do it. And so they ended up, God, it just took minutes. He just kind of, you're wearing a gown, they just pull it up in that area, and then they clean it, and then gave you your shot. And then right away, boy, here comes that here comes his, it's kind of a long looking thing, and I guess they make a little incision sort of, but anyway, didn't hurt at all. I mean, I watched, you can see the ultrasound screen, and it's guiding him, and he went in. He said, when you hear a click, that's one, and then here, and I'm gonna take two, so you'll hear another one, and so click, there was the other, and they were done. I was getting wheeled out, and I was shocked. I was like, just this big, huge sigh of relief. So get back to the room, and then they watch you for like 2 hours to make sure that your liver's not bleeding, things like that. I think I had to stay off my aspirin for like a week before. So if you're on blood thinner, I'm sure, I'm no doctor, I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm sure they'll want you off that for a few days, but take precautions. But anyway, long story short, 2 hours went by really quick. They have like a blood pressure thing on you and taking your temperature every 5 minutes, and just watching TV, and then you could go home. You have someone drive you. They do give you a sedative, and you do need to be driven. So that night I woke up and I was pretty sore. I felt pretty sore in that area, like it was kind of a weird feeling, and so I knew to get up, and I walked the dog, and it was real hot that day, so your common sense is stay inside. And then the next day morning I was pretty sore, and they really it's not good for your liver, but Tylenol maybe, or something like that. Probably shouldn't have said that, probably get in trouble, but I didn't take anything really. I had some painkillers for my teeth that I had some teeth work done, and I took that. But anyway, it was really easy, and if anybody's having it done, I hope you have great results. I thought, I'm not going to like the results that I'm going to get regardless, and I was thinking the worst. I did a bunch of Googling, and oh my gosh, that's the worst thing you can do. So it turned out that I don't have an autoimmune disease, and it just went back to fatty liver. So just watch the sugar, man. Your liver really works hard to process that, and the carbs, bread and things that everybody loves, just turns to sugar. And just have to watch all that. I've lost like 25 pounds since, not 2 weeks, but since February. And so I just have to watch that so it don't turn to cirrhosis. But I think most Americans have fatty liver disease because of our diet. We like those sweet drinks and sweet coffee and all that. And but anyway, it's a whole another topic, I guess. But long story short, liver biopsy, easy. It's so easy, and just relax. And I hope for the best. If you're having it done, you're probably watching this. I hope for the best for you on it, and you get great results and a long, healthy life afterwards. So anyway, I hope this helped. I hope it wasn't too boring. Thanks for watching, and good luck to you. If you have any questions, holler at me. I'll tell you how it went. Bye.